We will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at.
The No Kings protest took place this last weekend, and if you're unfamiliar with what that was, it was essentially just a protest against Trump on his birthday. Their website states, on June 14th, Flag Day, President Trump wants tanks in the streets and a made-for-TV display of dominance for his birthday. A spectacle meant to look like strength, but real power isn't staged in Washington, it rises up everywhere else. No Kings is a nationwide day of defiance, from city blocks to small towns, from courthouse steps to community park. We're taking action to reject authoritarianism and show the world what democracy really looks like. We're not gathering to feed his ego, we're building a movement that leaves him behind. The flag doesn't belong to President Trump, it belongs to us. We're not watching history happen, we're making it. On June 14th, we're showing up everywhere he isn't to say no thrones, no crowns, and no kings. First off, if Trump was really a king, he wouldn't allow this to take place. In what world do you think you can actively protest against the king with the king in place? At that, the spectacle isn't for his birthday. Yes, his birthday is ironically the same day as the Flag Day, but it's also the 250th anniversary of our army. And yeah, we should be celebrating our nation's history. Like, that's perfectly fine to do. Regardless, that's essentially what the protest was about. It was just mainly a protest that was against Trump. And in this video, we're gonna go through exactly that and react and commentate on some of the most insane clips and things that took place this past weekend. So if you like this kind of content, be sure to subscribe.
No King's Day protest. Are y'all dead ass blaming Donald Trump for being born? Donald Trump's birthday has been June 14th, all 79 years of his life. It just so happened that the Army's 250th anniversary is on the same day. We have the strongest military in the world. Americans, where is your pride?
Where is it?
Why wouldn't we show off our strength a little bit? We can step on anybody. But Donald Trump's wasting money. Joe Biden spent $20 million for Sesame Street in Iraq.
It blows my mind because people care so much about the money this, money that. How much money have we given to Ukraine and Israel? Like, come on now. You always want to pick and choose how much money is being spent and where it's being spent, as if you have any type of concept on exactly how much is being spent and where it is going.
Donald Trump spending $20 million on Americans. I'm sorry, you know what happens when that patriotism builds up? Look at the difference in how they allocated those funds. Joe Biden gave funds to illegals. Donald Trump took those same funds and gave them to veterans. How are y'all not convinced that Donald Trump is for the American people?
I don't get it. I really don't, and I don't understand how you can sit here and protest against a king when, one, he's not even a king, and two, you can't even protest. It doesn't make sense. You literally can't do that with the king. Yet he openly allows these protests is because it's our right to protest. We can protest all day long, but we cannot be violent and we cannot attack those in charge to help protect us. So yeah, like, I think the protest was silly, but protest all you want. But at the same time, it's like, it genuinely doesn't make sense because yeah, you're mad that he's president. What are you gonna do about it? You want him impeached? You want him gone? And then what? You want Vance to be president? Like, what are you doing? Like, what purpose? What is the goal here? Are you just trying to show that you do not like the current president? Big whoop, this is his last term, then he's out of here. I just don't know what people expect going out into the streets, hipping and hollering about, I hate Trump, when, like what do you want? Huge turnout for this. It wasn't as big as honestly I thought it was going to be, kind of like the 2016 Women's March. I think I will never forget the size of that protest, but I think since then a lot of people have, you know, switched sides or left to left, whatever it may be, so they're not pulling those kind of numbers, but that is still a huge turnout. On one end, I get why people are protesting against ICE to let their concerns be heard and really lend reason to their voice. The No Kings, I don't get. I don't get why you're out there just saying that you're mad with Trump. The ICE protests, when they're done peacefully, I can understand people's concerns and how they're doing it, and it actually did work, which really blew my mind. What we see here is ICE directed to pause immigration arrests at farms, hotels, restaurants, sources tell CBS News. So it looks like here their voices was heard. The Trump administration has directed Immigration and Customs Enforcement to halt arrests at farms, restaurants, and hotels amid concern that president's crackdown on illegal immigration is hurting key industries. Two sources familiar with the abrupt policy change told CBS News. So really, this honestly can be seen two ways. One, that the protest did work in a sense of like, hey, still go after these illegals, but go after it, I guess, in a more sane and humane way. Don't go after the people actively working. Go for the people not working. I don't know, but it's also clear that money's involved in this and that people higher up like, hey, yo, chill out, because we're about to get rid of all the farmers, we're about to get rid of all the hotel workers, whatever it may be. It's clear there's something in cahoots. Something's in cahoots, and the things have been paused. And this is CBS News, so I really do want to see what is the other side saying? And thanks to Ground News and that extension, we're able to see exactly what the left, center, and right is saying on a variety of different topics. And I love them for this reason, because really, I didn't hear about this at all. Because what we see over here on the side, the left is covering it more than the right, and obviously the center is really covering it. But in terms of this article, the right, they're talking about it, like you see Gateway Post and everything, and Post Millennial, but they're not talking about it as much as the left. How did the left frame this? Concerns about the negative impact of deportation on the economy led to the shift in enforcement, according to sources familiar with the decision. The directive followed complaints from farmers and business owners that mass deportations were removing longtime workers critical to their operations. See, it's the money. It's the money, and it's the people who are like the illegals that have embedded themselves in these companies, that it's just like, hey, you're removing somebody who's been here for years. I get they're illegal, but something needs to be done in a scaled, smart way. And on the right, we see here President Donald Trump expressed concern that aggressive immigration enforcement was adversely impacting farmers and their labor supply, stating, we can't do that to our farmers. So this is very interesting. That is literally just because of the farmers, and it's because of the money that this has kind of stopped and put a pause into how we're going about immigration, which goes back to my biggest complaint, honestly, about President Donald Trump, is that yes, while I love the things that he puts in place and the things that he does, I think he could do it in a way different way that doesn't cause everybody to freak out. Yes, if you're illegal, I'm not really surprised that you're being like rounded up and being sent back. However, I will give cadence to the left and more moderate viewpoint that it can be done in a more humane and sane way of saying, hey, here's money to leave. Go ahead and do that, which they are offering people to do. But here's how to get back. Here's the resources for you once you get to your home country. We could be a little bit more nicer about it. But at the end of the day, you're illegal, and I don't really know what to tell you. But it's because of tools like Ground News, between their mobile app and their extension that they have here that we went through, that we're able to see exactly what the left, center, and right is saying on any topic that we can think of. So if you want to get involved in Ground News, be sure to tap the link below or scan the QR code here on the screen. They're giving you 40% off the Vantage plan, which unlocks all the cool tools that you see here now. And my favorite feature about Ground News is Blind Spot, which is a section of their page which shows you all the news that the left isn't talking about but the right is, and on the flip side, all the news that the left is talking about but the right isn't. That we can always see who is saying what. What we see here over on the left that the left isn't really talking about but the right is: Portland protesters breach ICE facility, injuring officers and prompting arrest. The left isn't talking about that because they really don't want to highlight how much crime they're actually doing, and the right is talking about it obviously because they approached and breached an ICE facility, which is crazy to me, because what about Jan 6? But that's for another video. And on the other side, something that the right isn't talking about as much as the left is what we just went through with that last article, highlighting how the protests may have worked. And Trump, I mean, some people are credited to the protests, but some people are credited to money. But regardless, end of the story is that Trump is pulling back how some of these ICE raids are going about. And I'm not seeing many people on the right talk about that at all. So if you want to get involved with Ground News, again, be sure to tap the link below or scan the QR code here on the screen to get involved. They're giving you 40% off the Vantage plan, which comes out to the price of like a coffee a month, which is totally worth it, because without them, I don't know where I'd be getting my news and who to trust, honestly. But I love how it's an aggregate. I love how you can see everything, the full landscape, and I wouldn't go anywhere else.
Hey, get off the truck! Get off the truck! Get off the truck!
Just drive. Just drive. I'm sorry. Just drive. Ooh. Move. How you screaming, don't kill me, but you in front of this moving car, you freaking dimwit? No. If she falls.
You gotta go. Carissa.
Oh shit. Juicy.
Don't kill me! I'm a person! I'm a fucking person! Don't fucking kill me! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Don't kill me!
This is crazy. And they stopped. Okay, they stopped. See, get out the road. I'm sorry, what do you expect? I just expect him to just go full speed at that point. And keep it going, keep it pushing. Because what are you doing in the middle of the road anyways? We have sidewalks, we have roads, and roads are meant for cars. And if you get hit, too bad. I'm sorry, we're keeping it a buck here. Because I think Florida, I'll find a clip of, I saw a little bit on Instagram. Florida recently came out and said that you're allowed to, run them over. Like, if your life is in danger and they're blocking the street and they're punching your car, just slamming the car while you're in it, you're allowed to just floor that thing and run over them and just keep it going. Which I'm not really mad at. Get out the middle of the road.
If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will kill you graveyard dead.
On
We're
site.
not going to play. This has
On
got to
site.
stop. If you resist lawful orders, you're going to jail. Let me be very clear about that. If you block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail. If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tired, because we are going to run you down and put you in jail. If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over and dragged across the street.
Drag them.
If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here.
Florida, the anti-riot state. Make this an anti-riot country. I am 110% in letting your voices be heard in a peaceful protest. I'm fine with that. But you're not going to riot. You're not going to cause harm. You're not going to trap you in their cars. You're not going to jump people. You're not going to burn and loot businesses. No. That last video we watched of that woman running in front of the semi-truck, what do you want to do? What do you expect to happen? Trump's president. He's not going to leave. He's not going to step down. You don't want Vance as president. So what do you really want? What is blocking this person who has a job to do that's not winning you over? It's like all these videos of everybody else blocking people in traffic. You're talking about people who are trying to mind their business, get to their kids, pick up their kids from school, go to work, pick up their grandparents, or give birth to a baby, whatever it may be. Blocking traffic is about the dumbest thing you could possibly ever do, and it pisses me off that so many people just think it's fine to go out there and do that. What exactly do you really think you're solving? Because it's nothing.
Honestly, I'm really excited that the Army's 250th anniversary parade just so happens to fall on Trump's birthday. Now, Trump, might I suggest that for this parade, you drive around in a 1961 Lincoln Continental 4-door convertible. I feel like that vehicle would be a great fit for you, especially because the weather is supposed to be nice, so you can drive around with the top down. Doesn't that sound nice? It's your birthday, the top is down, you're sitting in the back seat with Melania, you get a great view of the parade, and you also get a great view of everybody attending for your special.
If you're not catching on, this person's advocating for Trump to be kaput in the same way that happened to JFK. This user has since deleted the video, but they have nearly 20 million followers and supporters online. And this is the rhetoric that they put out. This obviously, again, I thought it was a party of love and inclusivity and positivity. It's not. It's really not. That is the most hateful and bigoted thing. To wish death on someone is absolutely insane. A current sitting president for what? Like, why are you this angry, this riled up, and this emotionally manipulated to hate the president and go online and fix your mouth to your own Wi-Fi and put out the words you wish ill will and on a sitting president? That's crazy to me. And I don't see how anybody can support this type of behavior and rhetoric and say that they're from the party of love and inclusivity. You're not. Spread Trump's hate, stop Trump's hate, and Trump hateful this, Trump hateful that. This is hateful. You can't, I don't know other way around it. Are there some things that Trump has done and said that can be seen as hateful? Yes. Is it what the mainstream media always paints out to be? No. I have another video outlining debunking the biggest lies about Trump, and then we can go through that. It has millions of views. Watch it. But this right here is not it, and I don't understand the end goal of what people expect. This is his last term and he's gone. Just drop it. Learn why he got the popular vote. Learn why so many people supported him. Learn why there are so many blacks, Asians, women, Hispanic, gays that support Trump, because you want to hip and holler about, oh, he's misogynistic, he's homophobic, he's transphobic, he's everything else, xenophobic. You can say that, but the proof isn't in the pudding. I'm not seeing it. So at least learn why. But this type of behavior is absolutely deranged. For one, this is what you teach your children? Violence, a piñata, violence on a sitting president. This is what you teach them? At that, you're doing this on a No Kings protest. I'm going crazy. Can you imagine doing this if he actually was a king? Can you imagine being in the old-timey land of a ruler of Trump King, and y'all out there busting him upside the head with a piñata, you would be gone. You would be taken out. But that's not the case.
I'm just so scared. I'm 74 years old.
If you 74, take your old ass home and go lay down with your grandchildren, grandbabies, and just relax till you die. Just go home. Go home. This added stress, your tears, your trauma being out there in these streets, it's not adding years to your life. It's really not. You got about 10, 15 good years left. Enjoy it. Get out the streets.
I worry about everything, and I just am so scared and upset, and I don't understand.
Where's your grandbabies at? Turn off the TV, go home and relax. You've lived too long of a life to sit here and be upset, screaming out here in the streets about a president that we've already had as president. The man was already in charge and y'all were out here acting like this. He was there, then he was gone, now he back, and you're just acting like the world is over. Well, the world wasn't over when he was president, so just calm down. It's so sad to see people like this brainwashed and this just emotionally active. Yeah, I get a little heated and flustered in my videos, but it's just because like, it blows my mind that this is the state that we're in for some of these people out here. What all Granny gotta do is go home, cut off the TV, and just relax. Get a nice pedicure, get a cup of tea, go bake a cake, and just relax. Just relax, but this is not helping you. You finna pass out right then and there. See, now this is what I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of peaceful protests. I think you can all get together, let your voices be heard. I may think it's dumb, I may think it's silly, but you have the right to do that. I'm all for peaceful, I'm all for coordinated, I'm all for that. What I'm not for is the riots. People in the streets, when they're not supposed to be, if it's blocked off and that's a little parade you got going on, you got approved, whatever, so be it. But when you blocking traffic, you just in the streets, you're looting, you're stealing, you're acting a fool, shut it down, shut it down. At that point, you're not even protesting. But this, I'm cool with. I am really, really cool with. And I'm glad I'm open to highlight this and point out that yes, there are some peaceful protests out there. There are. But in terms of LA, in terms of just blanketly saying, oh, these are peaceful protests, they're not. There's some. I'll highlight it, I'll acknowledge it, I'll be honest, there are some peaceful protests, but I'm not gonna blanketly say, these are all peaceful protests, it's fine, they got a little rowdy around the corner, it's fine. I'm not doing it, especially after 2020, I'm not. Elect a clown, expect a circus. What circus has happened? Time zones are a crazy concept. In Germany, it's 11:30. In the UK, it's 10:30. In the US, it's 1933. From a white woman. It is not 1933. The rights that we all are afforded barely existed in 1933, especially for my kind, the coloreds. I can't. We beat them before, we'll beat them again. Is that the tolerant left? This is tolerant? This is love? This is unity? This is hate? You can't scream at everybody else for being hateful and bigoted when these are the signs y'all hold up. You just can't. You can't. And I don't think that should be legal. I don't think it should be legal to seriously promote violence and promote harm on our politicians and vice versa. I don't think they should be like advocating violence either, but that's a threat, is it not? Can that not be considered like a threat towards anybody who has on that red hat or anybody that voted for Trump when in reality, did you forget that majority of the country did? What these other signs say? Liar, racist, unqualified, incompetent narcissist, check king, felon. Again, what did Cory Booker do? And it's crickets over there. Not a paid protester, just using my brain. Some of them are paid.
I like your sign.
Is this your president? What's the goal with this? What are you trying to do? Yes, we get it, you hate Trump. Ooh. I don't get, I was talking to my husband about this and we were just sitting here like, what do these people want? Like, we're trying to make sense of this protest, especially the No Kings one. The ICE, I can understand, there's context around it, but there's no kings. He's not a king. I can barely make sense with logic of what they're doing out here in the streets in this protest this last weekend, because it's just insane. I know it was pretty much in every city. It was here in Nashville. I saw it in every major city. There were some that got a little rowdy and crazy, but how often are you gonna do that? Are you gonna do this every year? Every time he has a birthday, it's gonna be like a anti-Trump birthday rally? How can he be this convinced to hate this person this bad? I won't understand it. Let me know for you guys, did you go to a No Kings protest? Did you see it just in your own city, downtown? Did you hear about it from your socials and your friends? Let me know in the comments below. And what do you think? Help me understand. What do you think the goal, the purpose of the rally is for a lot of the people there? Are they there just to be a part of something, just to protest? Or do you understand why people are calling him a king? And I don't know. I can't make sense of it. I can't. At this point, I think to protest the current sitting president is just wasting your time. You can be doing way better things because he's gonna be gone in 3 years and you can move on about your day and you'll be okay. But I had to make a video real quick and let you guys know my thoughts on this protest this last weekend. I got a couple of messages and DMs over on Instagram asking me about it. So I went ahead and clicked up this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. It helps the channel grow a ton. I'm so thankful for your support and being here, spending time with me, watching this content. And I'm even more excited to do this in person when I'm on tour this fall for Fall Nights with Amir Odom. Raw thoughts, real conversations. Cannot wait. All information can be found at amirodom.com. And remember, this week only, you can use code Jamal for 20% off your ticket. Because Jamal's been popping off, but Jamal does have a sweet side. So go ahead, go to amirodom.com to check out tickets, and I'll be seeing you this fall. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Before we go, just always know you can and will be anything you put your mind to. Whatever goal you have, put your mind towards it. Block out everybody else who gives a crap about anybody else. Focus on you and only you, and you can and will achieve your goals and dreams. It takes a lot of discernment. It takes a lot of grit. It takes a lot of consistency. It takes a lot of motivation. But all of that, it can be done. So if you're still here watching this video, do know it's called going through it for a reason. You're not stuck there. You will survive. So with that being said, I'll catch you in the next video. Deuces.